reason why we're here, right? Oh man, this is going down today. Have a nice day. Here we are. Not a bad one at all. This is actually much shorter than expected. Oh, bang bang! She's got the flannel going right here. Oh, we got a Mick Foley feeling all right.
He's about to have a nice day, just like Otani did, making that 40-40 club. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, he did.
That's the guy to do it.
Yeah. Oh man.
And how did he do it with a grand slam?
Wow. Was there any bets placed on it? Oh, sorry. No, but you know what?
Yeah.
40-40 is pretty impressive. That's a rare feat.
43-43 maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Still got a ways to go.
Why keep talking about Vegas? Why you gonna throw me over there like Hell in a Cell, like Foley and Taker, who we're about to meet here at Ninja Extreme?
Yeah.
Hardcore legend.
Hardcore legend, going back to the WCW, ECWs, IWA, King of the Deathmatch, everything. Oh my God.
I know they got a beer ripped off by the world.
Right, from in Germany with Vader and everything.
Get a lot of good stories on that when you're getting signed, right?
I got the book right here. My first book I gave a damn about reading back in high school, and I hated reading.
Exactly. You still hate reading, right? What did you read last week?
I'll read wrestling biographies. I'll read anything on horror.
He has. We have 2 different sets of books.
That's right. His and hers section. Yeah, hell yeah.
So I absolutely love this book. So I had to bring it to get
First
signed.
book I read front to back too. Like you were talking about before, like with pre-internet, you want to behind the scenes stuff wrestling. You got a book and he would like tell stories. Like dude, it was amazing.
That's exactly it. And it became a #1 bestseller in the New York Times and everything.
Yeah. Then he did children. He did a couple children's books too.
I'm trying to get you 2 close together.
Yeah, that's right. He did some children's books and everything. So
no, he did
hell of an author, man.
Absolutely, yeah. No. And a hell of a guy, nice guy.
Yeah. Good dude. Good dude. Oh man.
For all mankind, it should be a lot of fun.
That was pretty good.
Had to do that for you.
Oh man, dude love right there.
That's it, man. Hardcore legend, Cactus Jack, bang bang.
Bang, bang.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're gonna
Go
go.
on, we haven't moved 2 hours later. We're
Maybe
still in the
we'll
same spot. Walk around
he
too?
did his home videos when we jump off the roof.
Oh,
There's a bungee down there, so you
there you go.
Oh,
Even better. That's right. We can do that. That's right.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Woo. Here
Let's
we
do
go.
it. Heck yeah.
We are so much closer. Oh, someone's in. Okay, so it was short and sweet, but real quick. Oh my God.
That was fast, but you know what? He's got a long line. And
Yeah, it's totally understandable.
But we got to talk to him, say hi to him. And it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you're king of the deathmatch right there.
Hey, that was thanks to you,
That's
man. That was a good one. I didn't know which one
love
to
that
get,
one.
man, but it's like, you know what? That kind of is like his whole career. The bloody, Cactus Jack, barbed wire. You gotta
So
do it.
iconic. I mean, if you watched my last video, Taco Fest, you got to see skewers and thumbtacks and chairs.
That's right.
None of that would be possible without this hardcore legend right
Absolutely.
here, Mick Foley.
You got your
And
book
I got the
signed.
book signed right here, as you can see. And we opened this first page. Oh,
Look at that.
man.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
The inner high schooler in me is like, whew.
Did you ask me the person you wanted?
I wish I could have. It went by so fast.
Yeah, I can't even get video. I wanted to get video.
But he took 2 photos.
Oh, he did?
We got one with him
With the mask?
and without the mask.
Oh, he didn't put that
I got a little Cactus Jack one and a Mankind one.
So
I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm like a kid right now. Like, oh my God.
Dude, when you get to meet your legends, and then a lot of them, especially with wrestlers,
Yeah.
not a lot of them around, like especially from our
Right.
era we grew up with. So any chance we get to meet them, like dude, you gotta jump on and get it, right? So
Especially in our own backyard in San Diego. We didn't have to go to LA for this. Oh, thank you, JDI Collectibles, Ninja
yeah,
Exchange.
definitely check them out on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. We had a nice day.
Yes, we going out with a bang bang right there.
Oh, nice, very cool.
Oh, have mercy. Okay.
Let's do it, man.
Well, we're not going to leave yet because now we're going to walk around Ninja Exchange and see what we see. Yeah, you're going to give us a grand tour.
Let's go, man.
Let's do it. Whew, our first stop on the Ninja Exchange tour. Oh, I know somebody who's met a lot of these X-Men 97 people. This guy right here. You got to check out Alfonso 13's interactions.
Yeah, met some of them here, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were here at Ninja Exchange. Oh, man. Got the Incredible Hulk and more. So cool. Cowabunga. What you got here? Oh, riddle me this, riddle me that. Oh, we got some RoboCop in here. Look at that. 209. We got the rocket pack for RoboCop 3.
I just watched that for the first
Oh
time.
no, that's a rocket launcher. Never mind. I don't know why I said RoboCop.
Well, look how 3 he has that gun.
That's
And that rocket
right.
pack. Saw it for the first time. You know, I liked it. I thought it was
It's
pretty
tolerable, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not as bad as
cool.
we
That little
all
kid,
thought.
that little hacker kid was funny. I liked him.
Great social satire in it, I will say that.
I'm gonna make you into a docile puppy.
Remember? That's right. What was her name? Nico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dug it. It was pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Oh, as we're walking around, this is Superheroes in Training. We've had wrestling legends here. Oh, man. Who knows who else they might have. Oh, look at who else they've had here. Huh. Wow. Wow. Customized pieces right here. This is really cool.
You made that bike too, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you put the lights on the eyes? Mick Foley, Mankind.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
So he gave me the album, yeah, and I was like, I gotta show you my
So
stuff over here, so. It's so dark.
Ooh, cowabunga. Got a board game right here
used to
from
play that in elementary,
childhood. Oh,
You
man.
remember still play it? You know how to play it?
Yep, I don't know if I played it the right way because I went along with the crowd in 3rd grade. Oh, man. Some X-Men VHS tapes. God, I used to have both of those. Night of the Sentinels, Creator's Choice #1, and Pride of the X-Men. What the arcade was based off of. Here's Creator's Choice #1. They had the roundtable discussion with Jim Lee and all the creators. That was cool.
For sure.
And then Pride of the X-Men. Voices were so different. This was the pilot that came out before the 90s cartoon, and this was what the arcade was based on. So there's some history right there. So cool. Hey, Alfonso, you mean to tell me that when a Happy Meal was a Happy Meal?
When it was in a box and you
Oh
gave
my
choice, look at
God.
this.
We got some old school stuff in here.
That is,
Come in a box.
look at Bernstein Bears.
I don't even know. Oh,
I think they
Bernstein
do.
Bears. God, who didn't read those books in elementary school?
Seriously. They have Dalmatians.
And from there, we got these figures over here. Ninja Turtles goodness. Oh, I used to have General Trek. I had the Rat King.
Yeah, what's this?
Oh, you know what? I feel bad that I'm blanking on that one.
Red Bull, something I forget.
Oh, yeah.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
The Bonafide. That's right. Ray Fillet, Ace Duck.
Leatherhead.
Yeah. Super Shredder.
Metalhead.
Metalhead. Yep.
And then, you get the
Oh, my
Baxter Stockman.
Slash, Baxter
Pizza
Stockman.
cookie. You get Mondo Gecko.
Oh, my gosh.
Excellent watch right here, though.
Whoa.
Wolverine.
Whoa.
Okay, that's cool.
That's really cool. Man, where's Toka and Razor, man?
Right here.
Oh, did I miss him?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Toka. I had Razor. I don't see him up here.
I don't see him here. But I hated this design of Shredder.
Oh, it looked horrible. What the hell is that? How ironic. Creator's Choice #1, Night of the Sentinels is playing right now. The big battle.
I made your cargo convertible.
Hey, Tin Woodsman, I'm gonna send you back to Oz in pieces. Oh, right after leaving Ninja Exchange before we go back in. Oh, what did I get here? Does this look like cucumber?
The cucumbers are big. What is that? I mean, I don't know. But maybe Jake the Snake might have an idea what that could be.
You said it. It's actually snake gourd with some shrimp.
Unbelievable.
I'm ready to try snake for the
Bon
first time in my
appetit.
life. Here we go. Ooh, so I actually finished a snake, right?
Sure did. Snake gourd.
Oh, wait,
You
what?
eat plant.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a plant. You're eating plants.
Explains why it
No
was
wonder
cheaper.
it tasted like a cucumber.
It's a vegetarian meal.
Yeah, but every bite you kept saying it was so delicious. And it was,
There's scales. You can see the scales. You can see where the skin was
is this
taken off.
considered a delicacy?
Plant.
And it was in snake oil?
It's a... Here, pronounce that, Chris.
Try...
This is cucumberina.
Cucumberina.
You're about to open the Evil Dead book. Yeah. Watch out. How was your snake?
Baratu.
Here's a snake right here.
There you go.
That looks like snake to y'all?
Oh, man.
Wow, snake gourd.
Snake gourd.
Love it.
I had a vegetarian meal.
So would you order it again
would you
knowing
order
it's
it
not
again?
meat?
Yeah. love it.
I would order it again, but this time with a piece of chicken or some pork. All right, so there it was at Ninja Exchange, the Mick Foley signing event. And of course, this is what I brought. Mankind, have a nice day. A Tale of Blood and Sweat Socks. Mick Foley's first autobiography. this was the first of its kind because the internet was in its infancy with information on wrestling, backstage information that you didn't really get a whole hell of a lot of. And because of that, well, hey, a book like this came out and you wanted to know more. You wanted to hear stories. And so that's why this autobiography by the one and only Mick Foley was pretty damn important. And that's why it became a New York Times bestseller, because people like me wanted to find out more backstage stuff and stories. So how cool is that, man? I got this in high school, read it back then, and now, all these years later, I got it signed by Mick Foley. And this also started a subgenre, so to speak, of autobiographies in books. But, oh man, this is so cool to have signed. Alright, so there it was, the Mick Foley signing at Ninja Exchange. So much fun. Amy and I had so much fun hanging out with Alfonso. We all just had a great time up there. It's a cool signing event with Mick Foley and everything. Only bummer about it all was that we really didn't get to interact with him much. You felt kind of rushed, like you set your item down, grabbed it. You know, who do I make this out to? Da da da. Okay, sit down, take a picture, bang, bang, boom. And it was like, oh God, you couldn't even get a question. You felt like you felt a little rushed. That was the only bummer about it. But I will say, I'm grateful that he took the two different pictures, one, you know, with the Mankind mask and one without. So I'll take that. That was fucking cool. Cactus Jack pose, Mankind pose. So that was cool. So like was mentioned before, Mankind, have a nice day at Tale of Blood and Sweat Socks. That was the start of something unique. So you know what? I decided, let me show you the rest of my wrestling autobiographies that I have in the collection, because who knew? Somebody like me who hated reading in high school would read that book, love it, and care to get more as the years go by. So let me show you the rest of my wrestling books that I have. Alright, so here's the wrestling book collection I have. Of course, starting off, this was my first one. Mick Foley himself, which I showed is now signed. Hell yeah, this kickstarted a whole new genre. The next one I remember getting the following year, The Rock Says, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. So yeah, Dwayne Johnson came out with an autobiography. And this was a pretty good one. You read about his life, you know, the CFL, coming up as Flex Kavana in the developmental. And then, of course, his times, his trials in WWF and everything. And then when he goes over his big matches in the pay-per-view, it reads like a promo. So when you're reading it, it's like you're reading a Rock promo. The Rock Says. This is a pretty good little follow-up. I like this book. Next one I can remember getting. Here you go. Bill Goldberg, I'm Next. The Strange Journey of America's Most Unlikely Superhero. All about Bill Goldberg. And I'll admit, I was a mark because I sided with WWF in the Monday Night Wars. So, when I got this, it was kind of a surprise and a little change. Like, okay, I never really watched WCW as the Monday Night Wars went on. So, hey, it was cool getting this book on Bill Goldberg. And I'll tell you what, it was pretty interesting and pretty fascinating. I learned a hell of a lot about the man right here. So, yeah, there you go. Bill Goldberg's I'm Next. And then we've got Bobby the Brain, Wrestling's Bad Boy Tells All. This is a good one because I love finding out stories about the 80s and everything. That Bobby the Brain Heenan telling stories from the AWA days and stuff. Man, I liked it a lot. This was a great one from his AWA days, Indianapolis days, everything. WWF, WCW. Long live Bobby the Brain Heenan. God, man, such a good book. Here's one. Ric Flair, To Be the Man. Now, this book is pretty damn good. But I gotta say, it's pretty interesting because when the internet was young, in this one, Mick Foley kind of was critical of Ric Flair's booking in WCW. So Ric Flair responded in his autobiography to what Mick Foley said. Then WWE decided to make a feud out of it. This one's signed right here by Nature Boy Ric Flair himself. Shout out to Todd Hamilton, a.k.a. Wrestle Vessel from the old AOL Instant Messenger days. Remember that? He had a signing event happen in his neck of the woods. Ric Flair was there, and he said, hey, you want me to buy you a book and get Flair to sign it? Well, fuck yeah. This was back when this book came out, so there you go. Ric Flair, To Be the Man. Oh, God, that's so cool. And then I have Leapin' Lanny Poffo, Wrestling with Rhyme. Now, this is a book by the poet laureate himself. It basically is all his poems that he wrote in the WWF days. This is so cool, but you know what else is pretty gnarly? Yeah, this apparently has been signed by Lanny Poffo and Macho Man Randy Savage. I reached out to Poffo when you're on Twitter to confirm, hey, is this actually Macho Man's signature? Is this your signature? I never got a response, but from reading on social media, others have tried that, and apparently he confirmed it to some people. So I gotta assume that Lanny Poffo's and Randy Savage's signatures in there are legit. So there you go. Leaping Lanny Poffo, wrestling with rhyme. That's a fun one. And then got Pure Dynamite, the price you pay for wrestling stardom. This is on the Dynamite Kid, one half of the famed British Bulldogs. This was a very fascinating read. Of course, I'm a big 80s wrestling fan, so I wanted to find out more about one half of the British Bulldogs, Pure Dynamite. This was a sad story in a sense, but it was also very fascinating. Great book, especially if you're a British Bulldogs fan. And then, Every Man Has a Price. Actually, I should say Every Man has his price. The true story of wrestling's $1 Million Man. I wanted to get this because, of course, I wanted to find out more 80s stories, and this is about the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. A little shorter than the other books, but still a good read. I enjoyed this one, and I learned all about how, hey, when he got the championship from the main event in 1988, well, it didn't bother him when Savage won the tournament because he made so much money main eventing with Savage all that year that he kind of forgot about it and forgave it all, and it didn't bother him. So little things like that you find out in these books. Up next, In the Pit with Piper, Roddy Gets Rowdy. Gotta admit, I have yet to read this book. Shame on me because I love Hot Rod, so I got some reading to do. I'm sure this is gonna be a good one. And then I've got Hollywood Hulk Hogan, another one I sadly still have to read. Yeah, it tends to happen. You get these books, and sometimes you just put them off, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, I gotta get back to that. So Hollywood Hulk Hogan, another book I need to read. And then the Texas Rattlesnake, the unfiltered, completely unauthorized story of Steve Austin. Haven't read this book either. There's a little pattern here. Oh, a little page that was bent in there. Oopsies. But yeah, I need to read this book. I've got a few wrestling books now that I need to read. Oh man. This one I've read though. Under the Black Hat. Jim Ross, the voice of wrestling right here. And this is all about, there you go, my life in the WWE and beyond. This is a good read. This was really fascinating. Very interesting how Vince McMahon ended up being from after winning the Monday Night War and on. Pretty sad stories in here, but also pretty gnarly stories. Great read, especially if you're an old school fan, a Jim Ross fan, everything. He's got some gnarly stories in this one. And then, Heartbreak and Triumph, the Shawn Michaels story. Yes, I need to read this one too. Oh man, this is gonna be a promising one. I remember getting this one and being very curious. So obviously it's gonna go from his troubled times to probably when he found Christianity and everything. So gotta read that. And then of course, last but not least, the one I got on the Chris Jericho cruise, 4-leaf clover a couple years back, Cutting and Strutting, Brutus Beefcake. And of course, when I bought it, it was signed by Brutus the Barber Beefcake himself. Gotta read this one too. So that now brings my total up to 5 books that I need to read. But there you go. My wrestling book collection. Oh, and I can't forget, Amy's got this one right here by Brie and Nikki Bella. She got this during when COVID was going on, Incomparable. So it was pre-signed right there by the Bella twins. And there's a certificate of authenticity. Ooh, man. Who knew a wrestling book collection here would be incomparable? Oh, man. See you guys for the next adventure.